What's up, fans? Welcome back to Around the ASUN. I'm David Miller. Well, it's that time of year. Golf and tennis are in full swing. Lacrosse got started last week. The indoor track and swimming and diving championships are right around the corner. Plus, we are in our last full month of conference basketball. And we're going to keep it on the hardwood as we head out to Richmond, Kentucky, where the Eastern Kentucky Colonels hosted the Stetson Hatters. Fourth quarter, Stetson down 8, Jordan Pete working down low, spins towards the baseline, lays it in and draws the foul. She would convert and cut it to 5. Pete then feeds Turner in the paint and hits the bunny to make it a one-possession game. EKU back up 6 when Tally finds a slashing Treadwell and she lays it in. Next Hatter possession, Turner gives it up to McNeil for a trailing 3 from the top of the key. Buckets, Stetson within 1. McNeil then kicks it out to Turner, who knocks down the mid-range for 2 of her team-high 15, and Stetson has their first lead of the night. Under 10 seconds, trailing by 1, McNeil gets the inbound, works around the defenders, puts up a shot, and it falls, drawing the foul to boot. And the Hatters erase a 19-point deficit and stop EKU's 5-game winning streak. In other weekday women's action, Coach Semesco notched his 600th victory as the head coach of Florida Gulf Coast as the Eagles took down the Knights. The Governors go down to Georgia and beat Kennesaw State by 11. 5 Bisons scored double figures as Lipscomb runs past Queens. Central Arkansas made it 4 straight with the win over Jacksonville, and the Lions handle the Ospreys as North Alabama wins by 9. Now we're off to the Queen City of Charlotte, North Carolina, where the Queen's University Royals welcomed in the Colonels of Eastern Kentucky. First half, EKU up 7, looking for more, but that shot's off the mark. Alberry with the rebound and literally runs past everyone as he lays it in. McKee with the crossover and then the pull-up 10-footer with the shooter's bounce. Queens down a field goal. Colonels back up 4. Ashby stops at the top of the key and rattles it home. Ensuing Royals possession, still down 1, and McKee likes his wings and buckets. My man is jacked, and Queens puts the foot down. McKee again, this time with the full head of steam, and finishes with the silky smooth finger roll. Colonels cut it to 1 when Matthews finds McLaurin in the corner, and he knocks down 3 of his 12 as Queens takes a 6-point lead into the break. The Royals would take over in the second half as McLaurin and Matthews knock down back-to-back long balls to push it to 10. 56-46 Queens when Matthews comes up with one of the team's 9 steals, and he throws it down with the tangy zip of Miracle Whip. The fans are on their feet, Royals up a dozen and cruise to an 18-point victory, handing EKU their first conference loss of the season. Here are the other men's weekday scores. Jacksonville rolls past Austin Peay 63-43. Lanier pours in 23 off the bench to help UNF soar past Lipscomb. Bellarmine made it into the Sports Center's top 10 as Johnson buries one at the buzzer to lift the Knights over Kennesaw State in overtime. Anderson logs a double-double for FGCU as they fly past Central Arkansas, and North Alabama uses a second-half surge to top Stetson. Weekend women's scores, Austin Peay made themselves right at home in Charlotte, beating Queens by a quarter. Upshaw, Wright, and Stevens combined for 38 of Central Arkansas's 58 as they defend their home court against North Florida. Harrison logs a double-double as Bellarmine wins by a dozen at Stetson. Kennesaw State survives a fourth quarter push from Lipscomb and hangs on for the 62-59 victory. North Alabama makes it 4 in a row with a 10-point win over Jacksonville, and FGCU remains the only unbeaten team in the conference as the Eagles fly past Eastern Kentucky. On to the men's weekend scoreboard. Stetson takes control in OT as the Hatters top Central Arkansas. Queens wins their second consecutive game defending their home court against Bellarmine. The Bisons survived the nail-biter in Nashville, beating Jacksonville by 2. Blanton lights up the box score for 23 points and 11 rebounds to help lead Eastern Kentucky back into the win column. Austin Peay comes out on top in their double overtime thriller against North Florida, and North Alabama extends their winning streak to 4 as the Lions hang on against Florida Gulf Coast. And that pretty much puts a bow on everything that happened last week. Softball gets started this week, plus conference play continues. All action can be seen on ESPN+. As always, we thank you for joining us, and we hope to see you again for another trip around the ASUN.